Hi lovers, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Bubbly Winnie. For those who do not know, if you're new here, please do subscribe and turn on your post notification bell so that you do not miss every time I post a new video. Join the positive family where we're all about positivity. And if you're an old subscriber and OG honey, thank you for coming back. Right, it's a story time again. I'm running out of story times because my life is not that interesting, but I thought it would be interesting to share this one actually. I have my McD's apple juice here. Like it, I'm getting into that thing of liking to drink something when I do a story time because hey, I get dry. So yeah, in today's story time I'm gonna tell you how I got mugged and they took my phone, but I actually gave them my phone. I know, it's like, what, you gave them your phone but they mugged you? How? So yeah, I'm here to tell you all of that, so let's get into the video. So it was it was a Sunday. I needed to get groceries, right? So I used to stay in the CBD Johannesburg at a certain race, a notorious race, right? So did you hear that? I'm dying, child. So it was a Sunday that day. I remember my friend who was my roommate then, her mother came by to visit, right? And it was a Sunday, yeah, that's why I remember it was a Sunday, because she came to visit, right? So I said I'm gonna go and get groceries because I had no groceries. Like, I was out of groceries and I had to go get groceries because I couldn't cook, right? And the mother that day said she was gonna come, so she wasn't there before I left, right? I left when she wasn't there yet, and my friend was busy studying for maths. I think she was studying for maths or doing a math assignment or something like that, right? So I left her then because she would go with me if she wasn't busy. And then I went to go get groceries. I remember I had what is it? On me I had a brown bag, yeah, a brown backpack bag thingy, you know, that backpack thing, but it's not a backpack, but it's a bag. Backpack school bag, stylish. Yeah, it was that one. It was brown, and then I was carrying it, and then inside of it I naked a shopping bag and my cell phone. Right, I don't know why I put my cell phone in my backpack, which was gonna be on my back, right? So yeah, I wasn't wearing glasses. That's just to put that there. So I was walking. We always walk to Newtown, which is where we get our groceries. We always walked to Newtown, and then when we come back, we take an Uber if the groceries is too much to carry. Right, so I was walking, and then I passed by Spa. Yeah, there was a Spa like down. I passed by Spa. When I'm walking past Spa, and then there's a a clothing shop, but it's fashion something, you know, the fashion world, something like that. Those kind of shops, it's at the corner, and then opposite the street is opposite the shop, but across the street it's a garage, like a filling station, right? Okay, so I walk and I'm passing by the corner shop there, fashion something, and then there's this old man. He's old enough to be my grandfather, I must say, or my old uncle, but not my dad. He's old, he's too old to be my dad. Wafita, like kopanalin, and then went to Medisa, like he greets, is like Sawubona mntanami. So as the respective child that I am, I greet back. Kanti yo, I shouldn't have greeted her. shouldn't have greeted because they hypnotized me, those people, right? So it was only him, mind you. And then I greet him back, and he's like, yo, you're so respectful, you know. It's rare to find a young lady who's respectful like this in these Joburg streets. Like other girls, they just don't greet us back and stuff. And I'm like, thank you. And I'm trying to leave, like, thank you. But like, he keeps on talking, and I'm so respectful that I don't want to leave because that would be rude while an elder person is talking to me. So I keep on talking to him, and it's like, do you know a tailor somewhere named by the name of something? I don't remember the name, but he mentioned the name, and I was like, no, I don't know. And then he's like, oh, he started explaining now that he's here looking for the tailor, right? And I was like, okay, and he was wondering if I'm able to, I know the place, and he's a pastor and stuff. And then while he's a pastor, like a prophet pastor from a church, so he mentioned the church. I think I forgot what he said the church was. And then while we were busy chatting there, I don't know why I was chatting to a stranger. Guys. I was chatting to him there. He was busy telling me about this tailor, and then passes another old man, like he was more, like, he was fat, he was more thick, right? And then he passes by, and then the other guy I was standing with, one memes, and then he's like, kunjani baba, yazi bengisatshela umntwana lana ukuthi yazi uyahlonipha kanjani in yabo. Bese wabuza, he asked me, he asked the other guy also. He's like, so I was wondering if you know this tailor by the name of Banban. And then the guy was like, no, I don't know. So at this point I'm thinking, me and this other guy, this fat guy, we like strangers to this guy. He don't know us, we don't know him, and I don't know fat guy also, right? So we don't know each other. We just three people who don't know each other. We having a conversation about a tailor we both don't know. So I'm trying to leave, but the man is just is not letting me go because he's busy talking and he wants to talk to me and this other guy at the same time. So hey, fine. He starts telling us now more about his church, about his prophetic things, and that if we don't mind, he can prophesy us and tell us things about our lives. And knowing us black people, we are very curious. We are very curious about our lives and our futures and our past and what our past has to do with our future and our present, that we always want to know. You know, we always want to know why our lives are a mess, or why our lives is going so well, or why things are happening the way they're happening. Right? And I know we like doing that because we have sangomas that we go for and check. We have traditional healers that we go there and check what is happening. It's our culture, it's our traditions, right? I won't blame that. And when someone tells me that they're a prophet or something, I feel like I want to know what they have to say. So that was what is happening to me, like that time. I wanted to know because since he's mentioned now that he's a prophet, I would want to know about my life. So he's like, this guy, oh, I so wish I didn't want to know it. I so wish I would have left because this guy, he's like, yeah, so if you don't mind, I can tell you about your lives. Right? We can find a place where we would sit and chat about it. And then, okay, now like there's a park down there at Newtown, opposite Newtown Junction. There's something like a park called Chiller's Place there. Right? So before we get to the park, he like stood us, he like Re'emamo side thing, we stand from the side so that people, when people pass, we're not like in their way. Right? And then he says, I can tell you guys what you ate last night, right? But I don't know you guys, but I can tell you that. Right? And then he says to to me and the guy and fat guy. I'm gonna call him fat guy so that we know how to differentiate them. The other one is a prophet and the other one is fat guy. So he said to me and fat guy, go on the side and tell each other what you ate last night so that you guys know, and when I do prophesy you know that I don't know, but you guys know, so that it's not like a thing of a lie or anything like that. So fat guy and I moved to the side, and he's like, hi Unja, and he tells me his name and where actually was he coming from now. He said he was coming from somewhere because his car has been stolen, and now I think he was going to visit his sister or something. Yeah, he was going to visit his sick sister, right? And then but like his car just got stolen. His car just got stolen, but not now. But like he has a stolen car. He has a car that's been stolen from him. Yes. So okay, yeah, we get to know each other, and I tell him I funda somewhere here. Yeah. So he's like, okay, what did you have for dinner last night? I said to him, I didn't have anything for dinner last night. I didn't eat. I wasn't hungry. Right. And yeah, now the fat guy tells me he had chicken and pap last night. Right? Okay, fine. Then we go back to Prophet, and Prophet asks us, did you guys tell each other what you ate last night? And I said, yes, we did. And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys what you ate last night without you telling me what you ate last night. And then I said, okay. And then fat guy said, okay, tell us. And then he said to fat guy, Baba, when you ate chicken and pap last night. And then fat guy was like, yeah, wow, what did you know? I was just telling her that I ate chicken and pap. And then he's like to me, when Winnie, you didn't eat last night. Why didn't you eat last night? I'm like, say what? Okay, this is real, this is creepy. And then he's like, why didn't you eat last night? I was like, no, I was not hungry. He said, you must eat, right? And then he's like, okay, I can tell you guys more, but we'll have to sit down and chat about it a little. I'm like, okay. And then he starts rolling. It's like, well, now you have an eye problem. He says you have an eye problem, and you have like constant headaches that just go away. You don't know how they went away, but they go away, and they come like often. And I'm like, oh, this guy. And I wasn't wearing my glasses that day, you guys. I wasn't wearing my glasses, I swear. I wasn't wearing my glasses. I wasn't. But he could tell that I had eye problems. Maybe it's by him looking at my eyes. I don't know if people can tell that you wear glasses and have eye problems by looking at your eyes. But he knew. He said that I had eye problems, and then I have headaches all the time. And I was like, yeah, damn, you're right. How did you know that? And then he was saying I have a laptop, and that laptop something has been done to my laptop, like a witchcraft thing has been done to my laptop. That is why when I look at my laptop, I get sick, I get headaches and stuff. Right? I'm like, okay. And then he's like, where is that laptop now? I'm saying it's back at my place of rest where I stay. Right? And then he's like, I can help you to get rid of that like spell and witchcraft that they did on your laptop by like cleansing you, right? So what you need to do is get me a vaslap, like a cloth, like a face cloth, and get me a 2-liter bottle. I think that's what he said. 2-liter bottle, and with water, fill it with water and bring it here. And then yeah, and then he said I must bring my laptop. I was like, laptop? No. He's like, bring your laptop here, and then I'm gonna also cleanse it. Man, I don't know, but it just didn't click for me to go and bring my laptop from rest and bring it to the stranger. It didn't make like it was just down that I was like, I ain't gonna do that. I was like, no, I can't do that because I won't be able to do that. Even my friends who I live with will not let me go out of rest with the laptop and taking it to somebody I don't know. No, nobody will allow that. I'm not gonna do that. And he's like, oh, okay again. Since you can't do that, I can let's just go and chill at that park place, and then we will talk more about this, right? And then we went to chill at the, like, it was like some bench nyana, but it's actually a rock, you know, this built benches that are like, but they used bricks to build the benches, those ones. We sat on there. It was me, fat guy, and Prophet. Prophet was in the middle, fat guy was the other side, I was this other side. I was on the left, fat guy was on the right, and then Prophet was in the middle. And then he started prophesying fat guy as well, telling fat guy that he lost his car has been stolen, and he can show him who stole his car. Okay, so it started getting real now, because I remember that fat guy told me that his car has been stolen and he's going to visit his sick sister. So I was like, oh, this guy is so real. Like, he's like a prophet, like a proper prophet, like a genuine prophet. You know, he knows what he's doing and what he's talking about. So why am I not believing him, right? And then he's like, I have a mirror here. You know, we always know that, like, people know that there are not prophets. There are prophets or traditional healers or spiritual people who use mirrors to show you what's actually about to happen to your life and what has been happening, why, who did that, who did that, like on a mirror, and apparently you can see the person doing the thing. You can see the thing happening and you can actually see who did it, right? So yeah, I knew that. I knew those stories. I've heard about it somewhere. So when he said he had a mirror, I wasn't gonna deny and disagree with him. So he said, I will show you guys in the mirror. Oh no, after he prophesied telling fat guy about the car and the sick sister and whatever, and then he can show fat guy who stole his car. He said to me, there are two ladies in my life. Oh, it was scary, it was scary. There are two ladies in my life who are actually against my prosperity, against my success. They just don't want me to be successful enough, they just don't want me to prosper. And they're busy in my life and that, and they've done something to me. They've actually took I don't know what they've taken, but they've taken omoti and then put it in a cloth and then tied the cloth and then threw it in the ocean, so nobody's gonna find what they did to me, and it's always gonna be there, right? So that's why I've been having all these headaches and just things are just gonna better, because these people bump off it in the food, or you know, they're like swearing on my life that it's not gonna happen. So I'm so scared right now. I'm thinking, who could it be? Who the two ladies could be? I'm starting to sort of people now, people who don't like me, people who've been forming against me, forming with each other against me. I'm starting to think of all of them and picture them, and I'm like, this is it. Her. No, this is her. He doesn't like me more than this one, so it must be her, you know. So I'm starting to think all of those stuff. But he said, I can show you in the mirror those two people, right? But I'm not of that life of cabanising people. I think that's what they always say, but I'm not about that life of as a family or as people like that. But I just want to help you, right? And then he's like, I can help you see the person in the mirror, the people in the mirror, and when fat guy, I can help you see who stole your car and where they actually took your car and why they actually took it, right? So he's like, okay, what do we have to do to see the mirror? It's like, okay, who has like coins, because you need to go to Newtown Junction right now and get some matches. And then I'm like, okay, I don't have coins, I only have cards on me. And then he's like, yeah, you have to go and buy matches, and then after you buy matches, go to the toilet, burn the matches, and then put it in the, you'll burn the matches and say something to the matches, like say, what did he say? Say, I want to say, ish, I forgot what they said we should say. Ish. It's because I was hypnotized. I wasn't myself. Like, I wasn't myself. Imagine going with a whole lot of, like a whole stranger to chat with them and sit with them with another friend. Like, it didn't make, guys. I wasn't myself. I was hypnotized that day. Give my salamo, give my salamo. Yeah. So the fat guy started. He's like, okay, the fat guy, when you start, go to thing wamniga like ama coins, amufati coins, atama yoreka mechisi, and then you must do the ritual. What he said we should do, and then after he must come back and then he'll be able to see the mirror. Fat guy did that. And he said, when you go there, because it's like connecting with elders, people like ancestors and stuff, you cannot have an electronic device with you. So he said to that guy, do you have any phone on you? And he's like, yeah, I do. If you have any money on you, anything like that, you just have to go as pure as you are, and not with money and not with a cell phone. So not with cell phone and not with jewelry. So that guy's like, yeah, I do have a phone on me. And then he takes out the phone, like, this is the phone I have. And then he's like, no, I don't have money or anything. And then he had a backpack on him, the fat guy. And then he's like, give Winnie all your stuff, all your belongings. So I had to hold them for you, and then you go and do the ritual and come back. You'll find us here, and then you'll see the mirror. So I think they both played it right by Prophet saying to fat guy, he must leave his belongings with me, so that Nina, I can be able to trust fat guy, saying, okay, fat guy was able to leave me with his things, so I can be able to leave fat guy with my things also. Like, they was just playing with my mind already. So they did do that. Fat guy went and left me with his belongings. I was holding them, like I could see them. He had to work on me, right? And then fat guy went and came back, and then he saw the mirror, right? And then I wasn't able to see the mirror, what he was seeing the mirror. But when they were showing him the mirror, he was like, oh, now, yes, this person taking my car. Oh, this is my sister's child. This is my sister's son. Here's him taking my car. Really, come and see. Here's him taking my car. Like, he was an actor. That guy was an actor. He acted the play. He acted the thing, the scene, the part. He acted it. And then when I was about to, I see, because he's saying to me, come and see the person who took my car. I can see him is my son, like basically my son, because it's my sister's son, this one. And then when I go and I want to see what he's seeing, the prophet is like, no, she can't see, because like your indaba zakho akona like zizomosha umntwana, like you can't show this child your things, because it's gonna just ruin things for her. She can't, like, which I understood, like maybe in African culture you're not allowed to see other people's news. Even when you go to consult with a nyanga or traditional healer, you only go in there yourself alone, and no neighbor of yours can come with you, right? Or friend of yours can come in with you, because it's your thing to do. So I understood. I was like, oh, okay. And then now it was my turn to do the ritual. So I had to leave Ferga with my belongings. Hi. They like to me, what do you have in your bag? I'm like, oh no, I have my phone and my cards and my shopping bag, right? He's like, okay. He's like, give fat guy your belongings. He's like, give the guy your belongings. So I took out my bag. I took out my shopping bag. Like, you can take your backpack with you, just leave your shopping bag, just leave your shopping bag and your phone. And you can take your cards with you because okay, take my cards. I gave that guy my phone. I gave that guy my shopping bag. That was the stupidest. That was the most stupid decision I've ever made in my life. Like, was the stupidest decision ever. Why would I do that? Like, why would I give a stranger my phone? I went there, you guys. My big ass head went there to Newtown Junction, bought the matches. They had time to run away because I did a lot of things. I went to buy matches. I was in a queue at the kiosk to get the matches. And after buying the matches, I went to the toilet. I did the ritual. And then I came back. When I came back, guess what I found? Guess what I found? Nothing. I found nothing. I found nobody. Where they were sitting, there was no one. No one, not a zip. And it was like I was crazy. Yo, it was like I was seeing them, but I was not seeing them. I was like looking eyeball. I didn't see anything. And then next to us, but far left to where we were sitting, Bekunabantu, who like there were people who were actually sitting there, and there was a security guard who was also sitting there, right? And then I go, man, the security guard is there. The people who were there are there, but the people who I was with were not there. Like next to where we were sitting, they were not there. I look, and the space seems big in a way. Like everything just seems so large and so big, and it seems like I'm crazy. Like my head is just spinning. It's just spinning. And I'm looking for these people. I can't find them. I'm thinking my phone. I can't find them. I go to the security guard that was sitting with the other people next to us. I asked the security guard, said no. He didn't see where they went to, but they left. When I see far back, I see people who look like they're wearing some things like they're wearing the same clothes as those who I was sitting with. I go there and it was actually not them. I was like, no man, what? Like, I'm not crazy. They were sitting here. Like they were sitting here. You guys, it was a Bubbly story, you know. So okay, so next to Newtown Junction, next to where we were sitting, next to Newtown Junction, there's a place where you ride taxis. Like you get taxis to ride to MTN or like local. So I go to. So there are people who like like, hey, taxi to Banban. Hey, goza bow. Ke bona bona fale. Gaya. Get out. Dumelang. Haven't you guys seen two men live here or something? He's like, describe them. The guys are like, describe them. I'm like, describing. He's like, oh, the other one is fat. I'm like, yeah, the other one is fat. They're like, oh, they left here. They went on a taxi and they gone. I'm like, do you guys know where the taxis go to from here? The guy's like, no, we're not sure, because the taxis from here, they actually sometimes go local, sometimes they're MTN, sometimes like we never know where people from here, but like guys, sometimes umuntu angayihla ePre, sometimes umuntu angayihla MTN, sometimes umuntu angayihla anywhere from here, but we actually don't know where they went to, but they left in a taxi here. I'm like, are you guys sure they left in a taxi? They're like, we are sure. We saw them, they leave. We saw them, they leave, they're gone. I'm like, they had my phone. They're like, what? I'm like, they had my phone. Like, how did they have your phone? I'm like, I gave them my phone. I gave it to them. They were like, what? I'm like, I gave it to him. Like, I just went. They were like, no, girl, you have been salamos. I'm a salamos now. Like tricky. They took your phone. You can't do that. This is shows you can't be giving people your phone. Like, yo. they're like, ah, share my skis, yo, manje, I was hasanga your money. I'm like, no, I have my card, and in my card, you guys, I had like I think I had 400 rands, which I was gonna use to get my groceries. Shem, I couldn't even afford to get myself a mini Duli or spit in my bag, or just the mini 100 rand phone. I couldn't afford because I had to buy food. Yo, I was so broken, you guys. What I only had left was the backpack, the brown backpack. I even gave it to my mom because I don't like it. It just reminds me of the time my phone went missing. It's gone. It was so sad, guys, because that phone was the phone I bought myself. Was the phone I bought myself when I got my first funza money, which I use funza as I use the bursary funza because I'm doing teaching, right? And the first lump sum I got in my first year of the bursary money, I got myself a cell phone because I didn't have a cell phone because I got mugged. They took it, and now I bought myself a new cell phone, and then a year later they took it as well. Tell me it's bad luck. Tell me you have bad luck without telling me you have bad luck. That is me. I was so broken because I love that phone because I bought it for myself, you know. I bought it for myself with my hard-earned money, because the bursary money, you earn it because you do good. You do your good to get good grades so that you earn the bursary money. So I earned it. And I worked hard for the money, and I bought myself a cell phone. My pictures, everything on my numbers. I lost people's phone numbers there. Even now, I couldn't get some of those people's phone numbers. Like, it was so sad, you guys. It was so sad. And yeah, that is how I lost my phone. Even now, I haven't even seen those people ever again in my life. And as me now, I think they work together, both of them, Fat Guy and Prophet. They work together to just accept like they don't know each other for the act, you know, for the whole act of making me buy into their stories. So yeah, that was how it happened. Masalamosi, they actually exist. Masalamosi exist out there, but because they're gonna take your phones as soon as you say hello. Don't talk to anyone in Josie. Don't talk to anyone in Josie, even if he's an old person. Don't talk to anyone. Just keep walking. Walk to where you're going. Just walk. Because once you say sawubona or hello, they can take your money right there. They can take your phone right there. You never know until it's done and you're just woken up. It feels like a whole dream and you don't know how it happened. But just know that like I just have a thing of losing things, losing money and losing phones in the stupidest way ever. Like, I don't know if it's bad luck or like style. Like, it happened, or I lost phones in Josie twice, and stupidly so. I got scammed on Instagram, stupidly so. Like, within nuggets. I can't, but the story still breaks my heart even today. But it's done. We're over it. Rafiti go. We're not talking to anybody now. Yeah, that is the story time. I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and you learned not to talk to anyone in Josie. Don't talk to, even if it looks like your mother. If it looks like your mother or your sister, don't talk to them. Because what the fuck would your mother be doing to interest and you don't know that your mother's interest? Don't speak to anyone, even if it looks like your boyfriend. Run! Just keep walking. Keep walking. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time. Oh, please like, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Comment down below. Tell me how stupid I am down below. Like, I would accept it. Because yeah, I really do stupid things. So until next time, I'll see you in my next one.